Real. Hi guys, Steph Delson here again. Doing another play review, and today's play is, you can see that, Our Day Out, a play with music by Willie Russell, and the songs and music by Bob Eaton, Chris Mello, and Willie Russell. I know this play really well, um, because I actually did it on the level 2 performing arts diploma um, when I was about 18, and it was a really good play actually. And this was our main production because the original plan was at college, the college at Braintree. Pretty good place to do performing arts, I recommend. We were all supposed to be doing Much Ado About Nothing with the level 3, the first year and second year, but there were too many people on the level 3 course, not enough characters, so us level 2 got the special treatment, and we got, and I mean it in a really nice way, not a sarcastic way, we got to do our Day Out, which is actually a really good play. And if we open up the book, it's actually got written inside that. That's when we started rehearsing it, pretty much from definitely Ruth Felton, but I go by the name Steph Felton now. 2011 to 2012 because that was when we rehearsed it. We started in September 2011 and we did the play in February, actually a week before the half-term holiday, and a week before I was due to do a panto. So in there we've got the original cast list of people who did it at the Everyman Theatre Liverpool on the 8th of April 1983. But actually this play was originally a television play, transmitted as a BBC play for today in 1976, and I've actually seen the original. We watched it on YouTube before we started rehearsing it, so we knew what the storyline was. And it's actually a very good television play. I recommend you go and find it on YouTube if you can find the whole version, or if it's in parts. That's a big recommendation. Anyway, so that was like the list of people that did it in the theatre production in Liverpool. Right, pretty much a little synopsis about what it is. It's about a bunch of kids, this group, this class, that go on a school trip on their day out. Unfortunately, well, this is what they used to call the progress class for kids that are special needs, or what they used to call back then backward. And these were like I think mostly they were underachievers, not actually disabled in some way. The characters, anyway, this is Kay, who's one of those wonderful teachers who believes in those kids. He takes them out. Mr. Briggs tags along because he, to make sure that they're behaving themselves and everything goes well and no havoc. But they have loads of shenanigans going on, like stealing sweets from a sweet shop, and they steal animals from a zoo. And actually, it's set in Liverpool, and they go to Wales for the day. They go to Conway Castle, and they stop at the zoo. And then they go down to the beach, and then Mr. Briggs talks to one of the main characters, one of the main children, Carol, and somehow, I won't tell you the whole thing, because, you might, if you want to find out, read the book. Pretty much it makes him change his mind about how he perceives life, and then they all go to the fair, they all go home. You'd think Mr. Briggs has changed his way, but he does something. Pretty much, they take photos. Mrs. K takes a photo of Mr. Briggs in this sort of funny cowboy hat to show he's had a good time. And Mr. Briggs says, "Oh, I'll get those developed for you," because this was before the days of digital cameras. You actually had film cameras. And what he does, he takes the film that's in his pocket because he goes for his car keys. But in the end, he destroys it because he doesn't want people to see in the school that he's had a good time. So turns out Mr. Briggs ends up being the good old Mr. Briggs. Well, grumpy old Mr. Briggs. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing my glasses today because I just thought I'd do a video to see what it'd be like for you guys to see me in my glasses. And sorry if you can't see my eyes very well, because that's the reflection of the laptop. Anyway, the musical numbers are in here. We didn't do all of the musical numbers. Yeah, we didn't do all of them because we didn't. But the ones we did do were the Mersey Tunnel, Penny Shoes. But unfortunately, when we did it, there's a bit where it gets quicker and quicker. But when we sang it, it just all faded out after a bit. It's like once we sat back down on the bus, so it's quite hilarious in some way. But when you're looking at a professional sort of opinion, when you look back on your own work, you think, why don't we just do the whole song and just garble it up, instead of just going. But it is hilarious in some way when you look back on it. Oh, we did parts. I think we did parts of instructions on enjoyment, but the person who played Mr. Brooks actually just spoke it instead of sing it. We did do the Mersey Tunnel, Penny Shoes, the Zoo song, Who's Watching Who? That's a really good one. The Castle song, people just spoke it. We did the Beach song, and that was good fun. Part of it is the same tune as the Mersey Tunnel, but and then there's part of it that you speak it as well. I'm trying to think what else we did. I think we did. We didn't do the fairground song. I think we did part of. We had a really good day out, but we just spoke it and we each were given lines in it. But anyway, so pretty much there are some good songs in there, and you can actually, if you want to find out what song the songs sound like, you can go on YouTube and they're actually on there. The parts I played in this one to play, I was given about 3 small parts. I was Les, the lollipop lady, or lollipop man in the original script, but I was the lollipop lady, so I had to have a Liverpool accent, so I sound a little bit like that. So you have to kind of talk like that, and there's a kind of in that sound. And I remember Tutor Martin, who was director, he gave us a phrase to say, pretty much had to say, can I have a can of Coke? But the fact was, I didn't know if it sounded like this, but when I was trying it in class, I was so, I was too busy thinking on the sound. Mine came out as, can I have a can of Coke instead of can of Coke? And I was convinced that I was saying Coke, but it came out as, can I have a can of Coke? But I was trying to say, can I have a can of Coke? So anyway, funny little story, but everybody gets balls, and I was convinced I was saying Coke. So that's a Liverpool accent. And I was convinced at the time that they sounded like that because I have an aunt that is actually part of it. Anyway, so anyway, Les, the lollipop lady, so I have to sort of talk like that. And if we skip ahead, the loads of pages to go through. Okay, where is it? The loads of pages to go through. Oh, great, now I'm turning Irish. Where is it? Here we go. And when we get into Wales, I was the shopkeeper, so I had to talk a little bit like this, So I was saying things like, hey, put that down, get that here. Where's your teachers? They should be here with you. There's a chance for school parties. If you don't like it, you can get out. And, it was brilliant. And the fact that I was doing it in some way, but back then I wasn't pronouncing my THs, so I was still saying this and that and those. So, it's basically a Welsh accent with a sort of Essex vocabulary or pronunciation. So, but it turned out okay, and you know, and also the other part I was given, I was a school kid, and that was good fun. And we did the song. I'll tell you one of the songs that we did, which was Who's Watching It. But we sort of did it as a rap, so I'll show you the first bit. So like, felines and penguins swimming in the zoo. What do seals eat? Pilchards, sardines. Who's watching who's watching who's watching who? Who's watching who's watching who's watching who? And there's a bit, and then it kind of carries on, and then there's bits in the middle where the two boring girls come in, and two people I knew play it really well. And pretty much they're like, it's boring, it's bleeding boring. They're not even, the land are all asleep, they're not even alive. Sorry, that sounded out a bit more Northern Yorkshire like, you know. But the boring girls are really good characters to read on. And the best bit at the end is with the teachers. Teachers in the cafe taking tea for two. What do they eat? Ooh, chocolate cream cake. And then Mrs. K goes, "Oi, go away, go on, shoot." And then we both go, "Ooh, what to do, what to do, what to do. Ooh, what to do, what to do, what to do." Yeah, sorry, I garbled that up. So who's what to do? So that's pretty much the play. The Mersey Car song I could sing for, but it depends if you want to hear my singing. But anyway, that's just the basis of it. This is um, Samuel French. It's a Samuel French script, so that's what it's licensed by with my little pinky there. I got this from Amazon. I can't remember how much it cost because it was that long ago. So you know, so if you want a copy of this, go to Amazon and pretty much you can find it on Amazon, and that's why I got it. Well, I say me. My mum got it for me because I haven't got an Amazon account. Anyway, I definitely recommend this. It's a really good read and a really good play to do. And the staging of it is very good because you think to yourself, well, how are you going to do a fairground and a bus? Well, we pretty much did like the fairground as physical theatre, so we made ourselves like the rides and the bus was just literally laid up, sort of like stages of stage that you stack up with chairs on. So that's how we did it. But you know, it's really good. But if you do end up finding an hour dramatic like performance of Our Day Out, I do recommend you go and see it. It really depends what script they do because there are different versions of the script, like in the television play and in another script, other copies of scripts that people had. There was a scene where one of the kids gets dumped into the sea by Mrs. K because they want to go swimming. So, but this is the Samuel French. So if you want this particular copy, just look for, you know, just type in Samuel French or Our Day Out play with music. So, you know. So anyway, that's pretty much what I'm going to say for now. I hope you tune in next time for more play reviews. If you want to subscribe to me, knock yourself out, feel free to do so. Just click the sort of square thing that says subscribe. If you want to ask me any questions, pretty much just leave a comment at the bottom of the video. I want clean, polite questions, please. So hopefully in the next play I will be doing, because my mum found these scripts for me because I lost them, but she found them for me. Thank you so much, mummy. I don't know why I'm praying to the stars because she is alive. So the next one I shall be doing is Hard to Swallow, which will be good. So anyway, I've been Steph Elton. This has been Our Day Out, and remember, stay dramatic.